In February of 2010, a popular YouTube atheist with the username King Heathen contributed to a collaboration video on my first YouTube channel. A modified version of that video, which doesn't show my face, is linked below. At the time, King Heathen had over 8,000 subscribers, and I had about 300. During our work on the project, he predicted that I would someday have more subscribers than he. I rejected his claim as absurd, but he assured me it was true. On September 26, 2011, King Heathen's prediction came to fruition. Despite the need to delete that channel, and the channel that I created to replace it, despite needing to limit my videos to still-shot images and a talking shadow, despite King Heathen's videos being infinitely more interesting, well-articulated, and more dashingly handsome than my own, his prophecy was fulfilled. I expect any Christian who attributes belief in God because of a loosely interpreted fulfillment of some biblical prophecies to be floored by the fulfillment of this one made by an atheist. Granted, I haven't published a book wherein I give an account for this yet, thereby apparently making it an official sepulcher of logic for the gullible, but this video account of the events is a digital form of publication, so let's roll with it. King Heathen's an atheist who claimed what can be interpreted as prophetic knowledge of an unlikely event, and that event came true. It also came true in a strict and objective way, as the subscription numbers on our channel pages today remain clear evidence of numeric simplistic facts. Therefore, anything else King Heathen says, writes, thinks, or alludes to must be the truth. At least it must be the truth if you follow the logic of an apparently fulfilled prophecy granting the Bible or Quran enough credibility for their literally incredible claims of God's existence to be considered true. Here's why holy prophecies don't impress me. They're too vague. Without specific predictions regarding literal events and given times and dates that someone with truly divine knowledge would have for an extraordinary event of that nature, they become unfalsifiable but potentially confirmable based on future events and loose interpretations. Let's take a controversial verse in Islam from the Quran found in 54:1-2. Many interpret it to be a literal prophetic claim that when the day of judgment is near, the moon will be split in half. This is an unimpressive prophecy, the vagueness and openness to interpretation of which render it completely meaningless to me. If it was predicted that the moon would be split vertically into two even halves on July 16, 2020, and that event specifically happened due to natural or even supernatural causes outside of the direct actions of man, on that date, I'd be impressed and would have a great deal of trouble chalking it up to just coincidence. As it stands now, however, anyone who believes such a prophecy can just claim that it just hasn't happened yet, since it has no time limit. If it does happen for any reason at any time throughout human history, though, it can be counted as fulfillment of divine prophecy. If it gets blown up at some point rather than split in half, that can be interpreted as what the words cleft asunder actually meant. Oh, it certainly means blown up, not split in half. Yeah, we got that part wrong, but look, it happened. You could even say that it's strictly allegorical and that every time the moon is only half visible from Earth, the prophecy is fulfilled. Even farther down the line, Quranic literalists of the future could design sophisticated laser devices to split the moon and fulfill the prophecy for themselves. Of course, Islamic fundamentalists would have to make some serious advances in their understanding of science to do something like that, and doing so may well strip them of their fundamentalism itself, but with enough cognitive dissonance, shall we say, oh, the sky's the limit.